from that that feels like garbage. Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to another balmy cold day here in Cache Valley, but another today's task. We are back on the shop and we have officially conquered some of the easiest parts. This wall's done, this wall's done. The roof is done on the lean-to part of the house. Shop. I said shop. This is gonna be my house, but it's a shop. Regardless, what we have left to do are this back wall, which is 27 feet. From that peak to this floor is 27 feet. Then we have the entire roof. Then we have this front, which is 27 feet from that peak to this roof. I feel like that wall will be the easiest and it's the last one I want to do. I feel like the roof is going to be manageable. It is not going to be easy. There are 88 panels that have got to go up on that roof. And that's a lot of panels. That's a lot of insulation that we have to move. Luckily, the insulation is all one piece. It goes from ridge to ridge, 66 feet, which is fantastic. That helps a ton, I feel like. So where we're running into the biggest problem is on this wall right here. This wall has a big problem. There is a 10-foot drop from here to the ground. And not only that, that ground is actually sloped very steep. So steep that this JLG does not want to lift that bucket. It's sending all the sensors. These have built-in sensors for good reason that make it so that if the tractor is off camber a little bit, is a little bit messed up, or feeling a little unstable, it will not allow that bucket to lift up any further. Or if you're driving and the bucket's up, it won't drive any farther. It has all those safety features to keep you from tipping over in that bucket, which is something I am very grateful for. However, it makes it impossible to lift these panels up and get them in place because I need that lift. I can't do it from the inside where it is level. We've got to make it work over there. So we have to resort to the tried and true buckets backhoe. I've got to dig some flat spots out there to make that other tractor function. Oh, buckets, you start like a dream. And I'll be honest, this tractor's heater is unbelievable. It is so warm in here, so working in buckets for the day is not gonna be a problem. We are at the peak and the basket will actually go a little bit higher. So I think we're gonna make it just fine up to where we need to. It does not feel comfortable up here, I'll tell you that much. I'm not particularly scared of heights, but that feels like garbage. It is so wobbly and out there, but That's all right. We just got to do it and get it done. I don't have to get up here forever. Now that we've ran our chalk line, you can see I ran it from corner to corner. It runs the whole 64 feet width of this inside, and that really helped. I did that on that one. On that one, I would only run like 20 feet out, 20 feet out, 20 feet out, and it made a bad call on that wall. So I've realized if I can just make it one long stretch, as difficult as it is to kind of get that chalk line set, which means you have to snap it once, go back, set it on the little bits of line you see, hold it there, snap it again. We had to snap the chalk line, what, 5 times total maybe, Code, to get all that, even though it was ran the whole length. It's just the way those chalk lines work. So that's a tip, is don't be scared to have somebody hold it in the middle and snap it again a few times. Now we're getting 2 lengths of our drip edge put in, and then we're going to start running panels up this. I wish this was more satisfying, but it doesn't come off easy at all. Pull out, not so much up. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Okay, while you're working through that, I'm going to go start sorting through our insulation. I don't know if I've mentioned it, but everything has at least a tag on it, so you know where everything has to go. We unrolled one because we didn't double check a tag. That's our bad. But all these blue ones are labeled blue bags, so you know they're your starter rolls. So these are your 4-foots. You throw it out, which I have really liked. All right, rule number 2, and this is the part that takes time that you don't want to put in, but you kind of have to, is you have to sort through all of your sheets. They're all different lengths. So we laid them all out over there, and they're all in lengths, and then we put them in the order that we're going to put them up, which happens to be shortest first, but shortest is on top, so you got to switch everything kind of in order. It's a little bit of a tricky pain, but that's probably the most time-consuming thing that you don't feel like gets the most done. But if you don't put that time in, you are going to be struggling. There's kind of no way around it. You just have to. But that's something I didn't account for as far as my day, thinking, oh, I know how long it takes to put panels up, but sorting through them takes forever. This is a new ball game on this back wall. I think we're getting the hang of it, but I'm not loving it. I'm honestly just not. You're way higher up there. This thing is way more rickety. Before it was only going 20 feet up.
Show your help.
And well, luckily we've got some help here. We're making some good progress, but
we got the out-of-stater all-star here from the sunny climate of Florida.
Listen, you are from Cache Valley.
Spent more time in the state of Florida than Utah last year.
Well, that's true. Past 2 years. This is James. You guys know James. He's who we went to Florida with. He's who we're going again with. And there's Cody. He's helping me today too. I don't like these big panels. It's just, it does not feel as easy. It is not as easy, but I think we finally got the method down, and 90% of this is really figuring out how you're going to do it. I feel like that's what you spend most of your time doing. And I think we've got it figured out now. So hopefully it's a little faster from here on out. But now that the sun is starting to get colder, time is of the essence. As you can tell, there is light on the hills over there, but it is getting to be dark. Obviously not too dark to work, but when the sun starts setting, the temperature starts dropping, which means the condensation that has been on these panels turns to ice. We are not calling it for the day. We've still got plenty more to go, but the process gets a little more tricky. But these panels that are right here, the 5 that we put up, they are continuous panels. 20 feet, 21, 22, 23, 24, all the way up to 24 feet. That's the tallest panel. And then instead of it going 24 feet all the way up here and then whatever you got to get to the top, they break it up into 19-foot panels, which I'm actually really happy about. So you go 19 feet here, and then you go another panel here, and that's how you break up the rest until we get to the same distance to that side, which is a 24, 23, 22, 21, and so on. The next thing we've done is actually prepare the red marked panels. So the original 5 there are done, all up to 20, from 20 feet to 24 feet is done. Now we go to 14 1.25, 4 panels, and then the 11.3, 12.3, 13.3, 14.3. And what we did was we stacked it backwards. So you have to, the 14.3 was first panel down, then a 14.14, then a 13.3, 14 1.25, 12.3, 14 1.25, 11.3, 14 1.25. That way they'll go up in that exact order. Now it looks like there is some kind of a detail here to put across them, but you don't. That's just showing the overlap. That is not a bad start. The kids are putting the tools away. James is heading out for the night. We are gonna hit this thing first thing in the morning, which we haven't really been doing. We've kind of been hitting it midday because I've had things to do in the morning and my help hasn't been available. So tomorrow to be hitting it first thing in the morning. I think we can button up this whole side. That's my hope. I hope. We'll see. I will say, I do not like those big long panels. The 2 small panels was so simple to do. I was a little nervous about how it was gonna be, but it seemed to go just fine. So we're gonna close up all the trailers, turn off the tractors, get things picked up, and call it a night. If you liked today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you don't wanna miss out on any of the build series or the new house build series, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the uploads that we put up. We're putting up 2 videos a week for a while now because we have a lot of content and a lot of fun stuff that I'm working on that I want to show you. We'll see you guys next time.